All right, turning to another issue here at home. The severe weather and heavy rain has left many homeowners in the Chicago area with standing water and the possible danger of their basements becoming breeding grounds for mold. To give us some tips on how to prevent this, we are joined by Larry Schwartz. He is live at a flooded home in Inverness. Good morning to you, Larry.
Good morning, Mike.
All right, I've had this problem in my house, and a lot of people are dealing with today. What is the first step you need to take if your basement becomes flooded?
Well, there's 4 or 5 steps, Mike. We're going to walk through them. And this flood happened last Thursday. It only takes 2 to 3 days for mold to get started, and you don't always see it right away. If you look in this corner of the home, you can see this carpet is soaked, the padding is soaked, the wood trim is starting to rot and mold, and there's visual mold started on the wall and the base trim.
So what's the first thing you need to do? Rip this up right away and get it out of there?
Well, the carpet has got to come out. A lot of people think it should be dried. When it's really soaked, it needs to come out. And just to give you a quick idea of what's going on here, we have an infrared camera set up, and these dark lines are showing how high up in the wall the moisture is. And we'll give you an indication of how high. I'm going to put a red laser dot on the wall where that dark mark is on the screen, and that's how high the water is in the wall. So we know mold's going on the back side of the wall, and that needs to be cut out also.
So there's no way to salvage this. You know, I've had this, and I've made the mistake then of obviously putting the carpet back down, drying it out, getting some fans in there. But everything needs to be removed. The carpet needs to be removed. Don't even try to save it. And the wall?
Yes, absolutely. Oof. But to protect the home and the occupants, a number of things a homeowner can do to make it a lot better and save a lot of money and time. Time means everything in this. Over by this basement window, we've set up a fan blowing air outside, and that creates negative pressure. That air blowing out has to be replaced, and it comes from upstairs, so the contaminated air and odors will stay in the basement and not cross-contaminate the home or the occupants. There's also, we recommend a dehumidifier. This one happens to be industrial grade. It doesn't have to be, but that helps the drying. Even people who use fans on carpets, it only moves the moisture from the carpet to the air, but this takes it out of the air so you don't get condensation in other parts of the home.
So the bottom line, Larry, is these people are going to have to tear up their carpet, and they're going to have to replace that the drywall.
That and the padding, unfortunately. The drywall only has to go up 4 feet to the tape joint because there can be growth that you don't even see going a foot or two past where you see it.
Okay.
But here's a real critical thing. Up at the top of the stairs, there's a plastic containment with flaps overlapping at least a foot that helps protect the air from the basement from getting up into the home. Now, this home doesn't have a forced air ventilation system, but if it did, it would be important to use the plastic to cover and tape over these vents to keep the air from getting into the HVAC system.
Okay, well, Larry Schwartz, thank you so much. He's a mold expert from Certified Indoor Environmental Consultants. All great tips, and now I know what I need to do in my basement as well. You can always go to myfoxchicago.com to check out Larry's tips. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you, Mike.